And then, yeah, okay, it works. Hi.
Sorry.
Yeah,
We're good? Cool.
we're live.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to tilt this so that way people hear you.
Hello. Yeah, that was good. Seems like both heard.
Well, yeah, I didn't change anything from
Yeah.
5 minutes ago, but I mean for talking,
Yes.
because we're not playing yet.
Yep.
You don't have to lean in so much.
I know.
Okay. Hi, we're here. I'm not playing a game like I usually do, but it doesn't matter because it's my stream and I can do whatever the fuck I want. We're gonna play music. There's music that's releasing. I'll put links somewhere, fucking, I don't know. Go to my Twitter, that's where anything happens. It'll be on everything except for, it's not allowed on the TikTok or Snapchat, because I told DistroKid to not put it on those, because fuck those apps. What? What?
Nothing.
Listen. TikTok is trash, okay? The algorithm is trash. The data mining is trash. The people on there are trash. Like... I'm old as fuck. It's not for me. So I think it's bad.
Fair. Fair.
And no one uses fucking Snapchat for music, so why would I want my music to be available on Snapchat?
Also fair.
That's weird. But you can find it everywhere else, even like all those places that I had never even heard of, but I don't have a negative opinion on them yet. I was like, sure, they can have it. Nah, dude, I'm old.
Not that old.
Define that.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly, you can't.
I didn't pass that class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because you're too old now, you can't remember anything?
No.
Okay.
Cool. Swear.
Listen, but the best place to go is Bandcamp. Cause you can, well, one, you can buy it, and then you can just have it and put it on whatever fucking device you want. You don't need the streaming services. I mean, you are old, Nick. We're all old. Every day we're just getting older. But you can buy it on Bandcamp, and then you get the booklet that I made, which has cool pictures that Matt took.
Pretty cool.
And it has the lyrics for everything. And all, like, the credits and, like, all the copyright stuff and all of the, you know, the legal jargon. I didn't put any thanks, because, like, I didn't feel like it.
So I didn't feel thankful.
I didn't feel thankful. I only had thanks for myself. And even then, I'm like...
See, I think thanks is something that you get when you're old, and you're not that old.
Okay.
How it works, right?
Because that and thanks share 3 letters? Is that
Yeah.
why?
Thank no one, not even yourself. Yeah, see, Nick knows.
Man, I feel like most people, when they release music, they get so excited. I'm so excited to just be fucking done with this. Like, it's fine. It's very passable, very listenable. Like, it's not like some top tier quality, like, super fancy recordings with super fancy effects. No, it's not. Like, it's literally... I listened to it in my car today. The mixing is not, like... The way I EQ'd my voice between all the songs, it's like there's 2 that are, like, similar, and then 3 that are similar. But it, like, fits the vibes of each of those songs, but they don't fit together.
Yeah. I also just...
With the headphones, it sounds fucking great. So if you listen with over-the-ear headphones, it's gonna sound really good. If you listen in your car, it's gonna be really quiet. At least that was my experience. But I also burned the MP3s onto the CD, not the WAV files. I don't know if that's really gonna make a difference.
I think it's probably some of it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know.
Yeah, so... Anyways, it's gonna be out. I mean, it'll be. I told DistroKid, the distributor, to put it out at 1 a.m. New York time on the 28th, which would be midnight Central time. Hopefully that works correctly. For Bandcamp, I have it uploaded. I just have it set to private. I need to change it to public. And then it'll be there too. But what we're gonna do today, Nick knows.
Can people get it on iTunes?
Oh yeah, it's on iTunes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on iTunes too. Or it will be, ideally at midnight. That's what it's supposed to. And I guess, what? I used your chair to tilt myself forward.
Oh, okay.
That's what that was. Oops. Each song is 69 cents because I wanted to give it the cheapest option, but also because that's pretty nice. And then the album itself is $2.99 because I was like, $2 is too cheap if, I can only set the individual songs so low. Yeah, so I set it to $2.99. It is there. And I gave the website the lyrics to go on whatever of those platforms have lyrics, so Spotify and Apple Music. I don't know if like Deezer does that or Tidal. I can't believe you can just put stuff on Tidal. I thought you had to be like in with Jay-Z for that. But I don't know. I mean, Jay-Z doesn't actually like own it anymore. I'm pretty sure he sold it like 7 years ago.
Okay.
But no, not that long ago. A while ago. I don't think he's like, he might still be part owner. I don't know. So the plan for today is to do introductions. I lost my outline, but I made an outline on Monday. And just kind of like talking about it. Then playing all of the songs that are on it. Then talking some more, doing like a short break. And then doing some covers. And that's it. Hanging out, doing stuff, being cool. The huge. I'm not being old. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm moisturizing, trying to avoid oldness. Am I wrong? Guys, please wear sunscreen. If you don't want to look old, wear sunscreen. Even when it's winter, because the sun is still hitting your face. You can get lotion sunscreen hybrids. And then you got 2 things done. You should also moisturize. It's very important for your skin. It doesn't, like when a piece of fruit gets all wrinkly because it's lost its moisture. Skin does that too. You can still tan without taking in the UVs. Or you can be like Matt's dad and wear like SPF 4. Yeah, he does. I get concerned, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But he is also old because he's a dad. Majority of dads are old.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna do songs now. So the first song is called It's Just Me. It's the oldest one out of all the ones that are on this EP. I keep like wanting to call it an album because that's just easier syllables to put together than EP, even though those use the same vowel shape. It's very interesting. We should have told Tim to watch this. Don't worry, I'm gonna drop him a link.
I think he's sick.
Okay, well then he's sitting at home with nothing better to do. Thankfully, my phone, like, if I just put WW, it knows that I'm gonna be saying twitch.tv, and then when I put the slash, it knows that I'm gonna put Amerbium. Also, okay, so my Twitch username is Amerbium. A lot of people say it wrong. I hear Emerbium, I hear Embrium, I've heard Emerbloom, thinking that the I is an L. So there's this element called erbium, and it's very malleable, and I'm like, that's me, and alliteration, so there we go. Okay. I dropped Tim the link, and I should also probably drop my friends the link. Alright. I guess I'll also say something super quick about this EP. It's got 5 songs. They're all ones that I have written. And I chose... I wasn't sure how many I wanted to put on. The reason that I released this in the first place is so that I could just, like, fucking do it and get over it, and then, like get past that hurdle, so then I can try to make something, like, really good that I'm gonna be really proud of. But I needed to just release anything at all. So that's why I'm doing it, and also because I told my therapist that I would do it, and I don't like letting her down, so when I see her in a couple weeks, I can tell her that there's something out. And also just because, like, with the pandemic, all of the, like, places and, like, events and stuff that I had been gigging at kind of got, like, new employees, or, like, they shut down, like, permanently closed, you know, because there's no business and stuff like that. So I don't have, like, connections, and I have no self-confidence. So I was like, I need to have something to show people. So that's why it's called Something to Offer. It's very literal, and it's just a collection of songs that I think show a variety of, like, emotion and, like, style, and storytelling. So that way people can see that there's different things that I want to convey with music. The first song, which is the one we're about to do whenever I get past this monologuing, it's called It's Just Me, and I remember playing this at, like, Flight senior year, probably. I don't know, it's about you, so it had to be...
And it couldn't be 3 different years.
Well, yeah, but Flight wasn't really doing stuff until, like, junior year too much. Or no. They were doing stuff sophomore year, because one of the first things that we talked about, you were like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't get to see you, but how'd it go? And I was just like, why does this jazz kid give a fuck about my music? That is not jazz.
Yeah, we also out there. Like,
yeah, I'm condensing things, but I think this is a junior year song. So this is like a 2017, I'm gonna imagine, 2017, 2018. I don't know. I'm, like, trying to picture what dorm room I was in when I wrote it, but I can't remember. But it had to be junior year at the latest then, because I know I wrote it in a dorm room. Alright. Yeah, anyways, it's about being sad AF and people trying to, like, you know, make you feel better, and you're just like, yeah, but, like, I'm fucked up, so, like, sorry. Alright, hold on. I'll tilt this away from you now a little bit more. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry for the things that I said. I know you only want to understand. And I've tried my best to keep breaking my walls for you. But sometimes I'm in a prison. I'm sorry for shutting down. I know you hate to see me wear a frown. And it kills you not to know how to make it better. But I just wanna be sad right now. Sitting under the pale blue. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Here together, flowers in bloom. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. I tried to put this into words, add some chords and make it into a verse. But even this all feels so ingenuine. I think my state of mind can't get much worse. Sitting under the pale blue. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Here together, flowers in bloom. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. I'm sorry for the things that I said. I know you want to understand. I'm sorry for breaking down, but I just wanna be sad right now. Sitting under the pale blue. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Here together, flowers in bloom. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Here together, flowers in bloom. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Was that balanced? We tested and like pre-recorded before we started to make sure that it was pretty balanced, but like you usually get louder in an actual performance, so like I don't know. Okay, cool. Nick says it was great.
Thanks.
All right, song 2 is called Plastic Grin. Hold on. What? I need to Google something really quick. Oh, oops. I mean, we are doing this blind. We're winging it super hard. All right. Plastic Grin was written in June, most likely, after the Supreme Court made some decisions that I disagreed with. And I was upset at people in very, very high positions of power being either A, just shitty, and what? I'm stretching. Or, I mean, shitty is a good umbrella term. Like, either, like, not liking people, just in general, or having, like, the most powerful position in a large body of land and just kind of being there and acting like you don't have a really large position. But no, it's about how, like, you'll notice that there are 2 keys in this song, and you might also notice that in the United States there are 2 political parties that hold the majority of power. And you may notice that the melody does not move that much, and you may notice that politicians repeat talking points over and over and over. I thought a lot about taking the composition for this song and like trying to be extremely representative of the stuff that it's criticizing, but like make it cool and like actually good. And the title Plastic Grin, one of my favorite bands is the RX Bandits, and they have an album called And the Battle Begun. And one of the lyrics in one of the songs of that album, also listen to that album, it's like a 10 out of 10, I would say. But a lyric that they have says like, with a bloody nose and a plastic grin. And so I was like, yeah, plastic grin, because you're playing a part and it's on your face and stuff. So that's where that came from. But yeah, this is my, I wanted to include some protesty shit on the EP song. Okay, I'm ready now. Armed with the firmest handshake money can buy, tied up so tight it's a surprise you can move, believing you say jump when you say how high, that's why there's nothing you can do. Doing headstands got your ego in the sky, you've got something you want to prove, everything you say is full of lies, that's why we're coming for you. Plastic grin, what do you believe? Do you think that it can ever be? All the accolades you want to achieve can never be yours if you never get free. Whether it be struggle or peace, the new world you hope to reach, until true love defeats your love of money, a plastic grin is all you'll ever be. All your friends and all the ones you distrust, the spark is going to erupt soon, watching away while they all discuss, pointing fingers around the room. We're coming for all of them too. Plastic grin, what do you believe? Do you think that it can ever be? All the accolades you want to achieve can never be yours if you never get free. Whether it be struggle or peace, the new world you hope to reach, until true love defeats your love of money, a plastic grin is all you'll ever be. friends and there's no room here. Who gets to choose how they fall? If we can't be friends and there's no room here, is God really the one you fear? Plastic grin, what do you believe? Do you think that it can ever be? All the accolades you want to achieve can never be yours if you never get free. Plastic grin, what do you believe? Do you think that it can ever be? All the accolades you want to achieve can never be yours if you never get free. Whether it be struggle or peace, the new world you hope to reach, until true love defeats your love of money. A plastic grin is all you'll ever be. Plastic grin is all you'll ever be. Plastic grin is all you'll ever.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this one is the last of the guitar-based songs. So Matt did all of the guitars because he's way better than me at it. As you can tell, you'll hear me play later, and like it's gonna be fine, but it won't be as like smooth or technical as anything he's doing. But so he did guitar on the first 3 songs, and then the rest of them are like piano based. But our keyboard that we have is like not good. It's not one you'd want to record with. It's the one I've had since like 6th grade. Like it doesn't have touch response or like sensitivity, so you can't do dynamics with it or anything like that. So all of the pianos are all MIDI'd on this EP. I'm still going to do those 2 songs. I'm just going to do them with the track. So that'll be later. But this next one, this midway point one, is called My One. That's him. Because people will be like, oh, the one. That is statistically impossible. Like, that just ain't how it works. Also, that's pretty uninclusive? Disclusive? Some people are not monogamous, and like using the term of the one takes those people out of the conversation and makes it seem like they can't, you know, experience love or romance or anything like that. And I think that's stupid. And also, like, if there was like a soulmate or the one, there's no way you'd ever find them. There's too many people in the world. Like, the odds are not in anyone's favor. You know? So, I don't know. That's my thought process. Maybe I'm just like non-inclusive. Okay. Maybe I'm just like not romantic or anything. I don't know. But it's a song, it's a happy song. Probably the first happy songs. The first 2 are not very happy. So, I want to get my words up so I don't fuck this up, because I feel like I'm going to. This also means I need to remember which Google Drive I put this stuff in, because I don't know. Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. left settling like dust on a shelf. I used to think I'd be dead weight for anybody else. I never thought that I could find someone who fits me so well and gets me out of my shell. I believe that anything good must have a bad side, a hidden expiration date or guaranteed goodbye. But nobody could truly make promises for life until we collided. You're my one through the ups and through the downs. When the waves toss me around, you're the light from the sun. You're my choice when the world is crashing down. Need to scream but make no sound. You listen to my voice. Now I believe there can be hope for the future, because with you I always feel assured. Calm the darkest nights with just a few words, and the truth never hurts. You're my one through the ups and through the downs. When the waves toss me around, you're the light from the sun. You're my choice when the world is crashing down. Need to scream but make no sound. You listen to my voice. I can float on air, smile without a care. I can do anything as long as you're there. You're my one. You're my one through the ups and through the downs. When the waves toss me around, you're the light from the sun. You're my choice when the world is crashing down. Need to scream but make no sound. You listen to my voice. You're my one through the ups and through the downs. When the waves toss me around, you're the light from the sun. You're my choice when the world is crashing down. Need to scream but make no sound. You listen to my voice. You're my one. You're my one. My one. My one. Thank you. So, the plan at this point was Matt was going to physically move since he's not involved in the next two songs so he can have a break. But, so like, there's the webcam right there. And not a foot, maybe like a foot behind it, behind the tripod is the door. So I don't know where you're gonna go.
We're just gonna break because you are for you anyway. Or I guess these won't have the.
These won't have the guitar.
I kind of figured.
Okay, we can.
Or is that not what you?
I mean, we can do that. I was ready to just.
Oh, I feel like
wham bam.
I'm just kind of like sitting here, just like.
I mean, you can just be vibing.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be better if it was just you. Yeah, I think that'd be better.
Okay. I don't know. It's me.
What?
What am I doing?
Are you pausing it so I can
Okay.
get out?
Okay. Oh shit, I just bonked right into that. Okay. Hold on, I need to go to the keyboard so I can change this screen. I can't read the OBS things from the mouse too. Ugh. Intermission. Okay, all right. Okay, so what's gonna happen now is I put the other songs in iTunes, the instrumental versions of them. All the songs are in iTunes on my computer. I did not test this, so you're gonna need to let me know if this is trash or not, the balancing. I guess I can also like center myself or something. Framing, what's that? Hello. It is just us now. But now this probably means that Matt is watching the stream, so now I might actually have 2 viewers. Ooh. Okay. The next... I should get headphones too. Oh well. Hearing stuff might be a good idea. And it could be... There we go. There we go. Oh, I can hear myself now. Ooh. Let me move iTunes a little bit higher up on my screen so I can see the desktop audio line so I can know. All right. This next song is called The Wrong Place. It's very literal about being not where you're supposed to be. This is a 2019 song. So a little bit older, but like probably my favorite of the 5 that are on it. It's either this one or the one that's after it, which is called Flicker. But I really like it a lot. And yeah, we're gonna play it and we're gonna see what happens. Ooh, that's quiet. That's still too quiet. Hold on. I think there's 2 things I should do first. I should turn off my sidechain, and then I'll just boost desktop audio. 1 sec. Okay. This should hopefully work now. Okay, that's way better. You're standing in the wrong place, and I know you hate to hear this, but don't let it all go to waste. When you no longer think straight, close your eyes for a second until your blood's back to a normal pace. Nobody knows why it's like this, or if there's a meaning, but who says that life needs it? Rock bottom looks pretty when it's moonlit, but it's gone the moment you hit. You're staring at the empty sky, hoping for something to show. Any reason as to why, screaming into the world below, hoping to find something else again to change what you already know. Nobody knows why it's like this, or if there's a meaning, but who says that life needs it? Rock bottom looks pretty when it's moonlit, but it's gone the moment you If angels can fly, let me sink to the deepest depths. If angels can fly, let me sink to the deepest depths. If angels can fly, let me sink to the deepest depths. Nobody knows why it's like this. Nobody knows why it's like this. Nobody knows why it's like this, or if there's a meaning, but who says that life needs it? Rock bottom looks pretty when it's moonlit, but it's gone the moment you hit. Very subtle rain. I tried to keep the rain subtle so it wouldn't be so, like, in your face, you know? Yeah, that one's fun because it's got, like, the fake harp. And then I tried to make it sound like the like, what was originally the piano part, I decided to make it more like kind of sounding, to get that kind of like otherworldly, out of body alien experience kind of represented. Yeah, I like that one a lot. It's like I'm sure it comes off as like a super super sad song. And I mean, like, it was at the time, but it is like the holding yourself back from doing bad things kind of song. So it's like, it's a net positive, I guess. Thanks. All right. I was about to say, like, this next one, the last one, is my favorite, but, like, I don't know. The last two are, like, I envision, like, the first three are, like, one bucket of songs, and the last two are their own. And that might be because of, like, the guitar-based, piano-based, or it could be just, like, I don't know. I was originally gonna do just 4 songs, But then I was like, well, I couldn't decide which ones I wanted to do. And so I texted my friends and I gave them no context. I just said, choose a number between 4 and 8. And for some reason, they all said 5. So I was like, okay, it's going to have 5 songs. And I still haven't told them why. And like, maybe if they were cool or whatever, they would be watching and then they'd know. But otherwise, I'll just annoy them later about it. So I was like, okay, cool. And like in my head, I've always envisioned The Wrong Place as being like a finishing track. But I was like, I want it to be something a little less heavy. Less about architecture and like more about like cool things. So this last song, the title I settled on for it is Flicker. But it was originally called like Flicker/Candle. It's about a few things. And I put it on YouTube like 7 months ago when I first told my therapist I was going to like start putting music out. You are here, Nick. You're the real friend. You're the best friend. You're the most supportive, and I really appreciate you, and I think that you're great. But Flicker it started with just me hitting F on the piano and trying to like come up with like some nonsensical, non-repetitive rhythm type thing. And then I was like, because it's supposed to represent like the flame of a candle and how it like does that. And then it also kind of turned into like a heartbeat bloodstream kind of thing. So it's like a song about hopefulness through uncertainty kind of a thing. And I think I might have accidentally left the background vocals in on this instrument track. I literally bounced these like 10 minutes before the stream started. So it might be there, it might not be. I don't fucking know. But I like this one. This one is this was a 2021 song because I wrote it at one of the jobs that I currently have, and I started working at all the places that I work now in 2021. So it was somewhere early on when I was working at one of those places where I came up with it when I had like a student missing and I had time. All right, hold on. Let me double check how many measures I need to wait before I come in. Six. Okay. All right, let's do it. Get caught up in the rush, feel the glancing brush against your skin. It's nothing you can see, just a gentle breeze that pulls you in. Hear the little pulse of your heart and hold it close all through the night. Warmth from what starts as a spark now has come alive. Now has come alive. Sweeping like a current, a force so insurgent runs through your veins. A strength locked inside that you couldn't find until today. Hear the little pulse of your heart and hold it close all through the night. Warmth from what starts as a spark now has come alive. only so much time left to make it last, 'cause it's all you have. Face all that kept you bereft, break the glass, and never look back. The strength locked inside you couldn't find until today. Feel the little pulse of your heart and hold it close all through the night. Warmth from what starts as a spark now has come alive. Hear the little pulse of your heart and hold it close all through the night. Warmth from what starts as a spark now has come alive. Now has come alive. Now has come alive. And then it's gonna go back into the wrong place because I didn't number these. LOL. And yeah, that's the end of it. So there's electronic clapping and percussion stuff in there, but there's also real clapping. Only during the first chorus, because I didn't feel like doing it again. I just kind of made it up, and I was like, yeah, that fits. I'm keeping it. Thanks. So that pedal F that just kind of repeats, that's supposed to be the pulse. And then the polyrhythms between the different percussions were supposed to be the flickering of the candle. And I don't know, they sound really like cool and cohesive together, but like separately, their rhythms are kind of like, well, the second part rhythm is like really weird because it's like offset, and then it's got a triplet, and it's like was really hard to like try and analog do that and keep it fully in time. And I also wanted one to be like a regular like kind of clap, and then the other one to be a more muffled, like you have like long sleeves on or something, like kind of that. But it was really hard to do, so I was like, I'll just let the computer do it. It's fine. And then when I was recording the harmonies, I just kind of started clapping during the first chorus and just doing like not in time at all. And I was like, that's staying in. But that's the 5 of them that are on there. And there's this alternate ending version of my one that I didn't like release. I'll just like upload it somewhere at some point if I decide that people are actually like interested in it. It's like a failed recording kind of thing. But it sounds cool. It's really jazz. Oh shit. I forgot I put on lipstick and I was like, why is my straw discolored? Alright. So, because it's only 5 songs and it's not that long of a time for a stram, there's also going to be like covers and stuff that Matt will be playing one of them and I'm going to play the others of just songs that I really like or like artists that I enjoy, and I'm just picking a song that I think would be easy to cover. But I do like all of the songs. I'm not going to play something that I don't like, you know? But that'll be what's next. Yeah, I mean, I called it the deluxe edition. What time is it? Okay, cool. We got like an hour until this thing is like out for realsies. Hopefully, maybe, potentially. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, then that's gonna suck. But I don't know how digital storefronts work. But if you go to Twitter, then there's a link that will take you to a pre-save link for Spotify. You can't just go to Spotify and pre-save it. You need to go specifically through this link. It's really weird, but you can do that. Also, if anyone has been wondering that watches the regular streams why there's been like wallpaper and tape and stuff, that's because that's what this is. And I put it up over the summer or whenever because I've been wanting like a spot to record like videos of music being done for either the YouTubes or the Twitch. And just haven't done it. But now we have done it. It's here. Exactly, the bird app, the tweet. How much longer do you think that'll be around? You have to wonder. But so we're gonna swap guitars, I think is what's happening, and I also need to be able to let Matt come back in. So we're gonna do another of the intermission screen. For like 5 minutes while we set that up, and we'll go from there. So BRB, thank you for being here so far. Does that say intermission? That says loading screen. Does that say intermission? Hell yeah, dude. All right. BRB. Okay. Or if you need more space.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's us.
Yep.
I'm gonna tilt it a little more towards me. There we go.
Cool.
Maybe more.
Yeah, more.
That's probably as good as it's gonna get. It's really hard to take the corner of a room and turn it into something presentable. Alright, so. Max Martin. If you don't know him, you should know him. If you don't know him by name, you probably know songs that he has written and or produced in the last 40 years, 30 years? 30? From mid-90s to now. Just fucking Hercules of pop songs. He didn't write this one, but it's got all the good qualities of a song. And he wrote a lot of other songs for this group. And the song was written by like people in his company, you know, other cool Swedish people. The 90s. What a great time. The 2000s. What an even better time for music. Specifically for teen pop. Let us go to 2002. The Backstreet Boys. Best-selling boy band of all time, still are. They hold records. They have put out a single and a single greatest hits album. And that was half of their career ago. They called it Chapter 1. And I'm still waiting for them to release Chapter 2. But on this greatest hits Chapter 1 song, which really, if you're like even moderately interested in the Backstreet Boys, it's got the bangers, it's got the ballads, it's got the bops, it's got Max Martin all over it. Not this song, but
It's got Max, but
it's got Max qualities.
if you want Max, go listen somewhere else.
If you want Max, listen to probably any of their other songs. This was written by a lot of Max's close collaborators at the time. But so on the greatest hits Chapter 1, there was one original song, and it was the last one they released before their hiatus of 3 years before they came back in 2005 with Never Gone, which is a pretty good album. Didn't really sell that well because they didn't do like the super like synthy pop boy bandy thing. They were trying to be more mature and serious and like have real instruments and stuff, and people were like, the fuck is this? You're the Backstreet Boys. And they're like, we're adults now. But before that hiatus, they released a song called Drowning, and I really like it. It's the perfect amount of like cheesy, over the top love song balladiness. But it's like really sincere at the same time, and it's got cool imagery, I think. So that's the song that we're gonna start this cover set with, because I need Matt to play it for me because it's in like 4 keys. It's insane. I figured that was you doing the intro. Don't pretend you're sorry. I know you're not. You know you got the power to make me weak inside. And girl, you're leaving me breathless. But it's okay, 'cause you are my survival. Now hear me say, I can't imagine life without your love. And even forever don't seem like long enough. 'Cause every time I breathe I take you in, and my heart beats again. And baby, I can't help it, you keep me drowning in your love. And every time Not Max Martin.
Better. I don't know. They're both really
good. Mm-hmm. So I enjoy the Backstreet Boys a lot. I think their music is very good. I think, like, okay, there's like 2 albums in their whole discography. They got 9 albums at this point. There's 2 of them that I feel like are mid, and then the rest of them, I'm like, hell yeah, dude. What? One thing that I really appreciate about the Backstreet Boys as a boy band is all of them take leads in majority of their songs. Like in this one, I think, yeah, no, they all take leads in this song at some point. Same with I Want It That Way, which is why that's the best one. That's a Max Martin one. Everybody has a lead at some point in that song, unlike other boy bands where there's usually like 2 lead dudes that take, you know, the main lines and then the rest are kind of in the back.
Yeah, like boxing years later in their career, and you don't want them to. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something I saw once.
We're an anti-NSYNC house here. And by that, I mean, we'll listen to Bye Bye Bye.
I'm fine with them. It's more so that you don't like them and be like the Backstreet Boys so much that I just by proxy have adopted the same thing.
I just think Justin Timberlake is kind of cringe, that's all.
We also watched like 10 VMA shows like all in a row or something.
Yeah, we watched a lot of the old VMAs that are on YouTube.
Some funny performances. But like I think NSYNC is fine. But there was just some funny performances.
So the Backstreet Boys were created by a man named Lou Pearlman, who at one point he had a job designing like private jets for rich people. He designed a jet for New Kids on the Block, who was like Backstreet before Backstreet. It's like Backstreet brought it back, but the original was the New Kids on the Block where the Backstreet is. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't, because that makes no sense. Anyways, he was like, wow, this boy band makes a lot of money. I could start a boy band and make a lot of money. And then he made the Backstreet Boys. And then after they started popping off, he was like, but what if I had 2? What if I had 2 boy bands? Could I make double the money? And he did. And then he tried to make girl groups too. And then he went to jail for fraud because he was too greedy of a person. And then he died in jail.
For Nick or anybody in chat, who do you prefer between Backstreet or NSYNC? Or maybe if you're into like 98 Degrees or O-Town, they're cool too.
LFO?
I forgot about them, but
I mean, they were, you know, Westlife? We into the Irish? Right, they were Irish. Westlife, I think so. Yeah, yes, they're Dublin. They're U2. They're boy band U2. U2's Irish, right? I know music. Yeah, so I like the Backstreet Boys. Backstreet and Britney were the faves growing up. I'm gonna do a Britney song also because it wouldn't be me without Britney.
Respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
They still crush it, but
they still crush it. They also had Max Martin songs, so like you can't go wrong with that.
I'll say I do like Justin Timberlake's solo career a lot too. Well, I don't know recent stuff, but like the early stuff he did after NSYNC, I thought was pretty good.
I thought you didn't. Wait, are you talking like Future Sex Love Sounds or?
I don't know the albums. I just remember the songs. I couldn't tell you what songs are on whatever album.
Okay, give me a song. What's a good Justin song?
Well, I'll say I know the eras, but like I'm terrible with names. Even Backstreet Boys names, I'm terrible with them until you say, "Oh yeah, it's that one." I'm like, "Oh yeah," like I can, you know. So I'm not great with them, but
Matt, he doesn't know a single Justin Timberlake song.
No, I do.
Okay.
But I do like his stuff from that era. What was the album he did in like 2014, 15 or something like that? One where he had like the big band and stuff.
That was 2013.
13?
That was
Yeah.
2020 Experience. There's two 2020 Experience albums. There's part 1 and part 2.
I thought that one was honestly pretty good too.
That one was fine. I feel like the songs were a bit bloated because he tried to do a lot of like, oh, here's like songs that like go type 2 without like going type 2.
NSYNC guys also. Oh wow, that's cool. Wait, who? And
Which one? Is it Chris? That's some shit I could see Chris doing.
That's pretty cool.
Please tell me it's not JC. Yo, JC's fucking wild. JC Chazé. He attempted a solo career.
Did all of them?
No. Not all of them put out albums.
Most of the Backstreet Guys did too.
Most of the Backstreet Guys did, but they did it like while the group was still together. They weren't trying to like
Yeah, that's true.
go solo. They were just trying to make music.
Rough stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's just Nightbot saying I'm playing this blind again.
Yeah, I'm running blind with this Backstreet Boy.
What? Got something from Discord. Doesn't matter. Oh, okay. JC Chazé, he tried to have a solo career. His voice is fine. Like, he is the other lead dude of NSYNC, and like, he didn't have like fucking ramen noodles for hair, so I feel like, what? I'm not trying to offend anyone. Listen, Frosted Tips was a mistake that Justin lead into really heavily.
That was just a time.
It was a time and place. Honestly, it was like super hip and trendy at the time.
2000.
Yes. Yeah. But anyways, JC put out a solo album. I listened to it.
Sorry.
What?
Lance Bass was in Kingdom Hearts.
That totally doesn't surprise me. Lance will do anything for a paycheck.
Yo, that's pretty cool though.
That is pretty cool, especially since Sephiroth is a badass.
I don't know that character, at least by name.
He stabbed Mario in that Smash trailer.
Oh. Okay. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I've just seen some, so I'm really bad with the name.
We own it.
Yeah, we own a lot of games.
That's true.
That's awesome.
But JC's album is not good. It's extremely... It's the horniest thing I've ever listened to.
Yo, you know,
That one song that I showed you.
there's some aggressive songs. I don't know any of
There's
them.
one song where the hook and the chorus is just "Here I come" in like a whispered kind of tone. It's so cringe.
Yo, he did do the spaghetti hair for a bit. That's true. I forgot about that.
That is true.
He's cool.
Yeah, Chester's got talent, so we can let him get away with it.
I think probably a lot of people did at that time.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were just probably the most,
Mm-hmm.
especially.
Yeah. I mean, you were dating Britney, so like, how could you not be like super well known? You're Mr. Britney Spears at the time. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna do a little swap-a-rooney here.
So I probably need to probably.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll just be vibing with no guitar and just kind of grooving.
I mean,
Sitting here, just like yeah.
you can be.
Away.
I can fix it. Like, all right. that it's just us, we can actually... I need a capo though. You were a snow globe. 2. And move myself in. Oh, I'm too close to the wall. Do this. And we should be good. Theoretically. Okay, hold on. I want to Google something real fast. All right. Next song we're doing is a Britney song, because it has to be. This one is a Max Martin song. It's from her 3rd album, which is the Britney album, not to be confused with the Britney Jean album that came out in 2012. The song is called Overprotected, and it has a really good... it has, I mean, a handful of remixes, but the one that everybody knows is the Dark Child remix, which is really good. And it has 2 music videos. But, we are also very team Free Britney and team Justice for Britney in this house. My phone case is Britney. The artwork and font from the album that this song is from. And I don't know, I really like this song. I really like Britney in general. She always, to me, has been like an example of like strength and unapologetically being yourself and trying to just have fun while you do it. And just true performer in all senses, like with just like working really hard, doing like songs, constantly trying to evolve, bringing a mix of like choreography, presentation, performance, attitude, energy, everything. It is Britney, bitch. And so I don't know, I just chose Overprotected because it's got simple changes, so it's easy to play and not think about, because I didn't really practice these at all. And it's probably my 2nd favorite Britney song, if I didn't already say that. All right. Say hello to the girl that I am. Okay, the guitar is plugged in. Cool. You're gonna have to see through my perspective. I need to make mistakes just to learn who I am. And I don't wanna be so damn protected. There must be another way, 'cause I believe in taking chances, but who am I to say what a girl is to do? God, I need some answers. What am I to do with my life? You will find it out, don't worry. How am I supposed to know what's right? You just gotta do it your way. I can't help the way I feel, but my life has been so overprotected. I tell him what I like, what I want, and what I don't. But every time I do, I stand corrected. Things that I've been told, I can't believe what I hear about the world, I realize I'm over protected. There must be another way, 'cause I believe in taking chances, but who am I to say what a girl is to do? God, I need some answers. What am I to do with my life? You will find it out, don't worry. How am I supposed to know what's right? You just gotta do it your way. I can't help the way I feel, but my life has been so overprotected. I don't need nobody telling me just what I wanna, what I'm gonna do about my destiny. I say no, nobody's telling me just what I wanna do. I'm so fed up with people telling me to be someone else but me. Yeah, you will find it out, don't worry. You just gotta do it your way. Feel overprotected. I don't need nobody telling me just what I wanna, what I'm gonna do about my destiny. I say no, nobody's telling me just what I wanna do. I'm so fed up with people telling me to be someone else but me. What am I to do in my life? How am I supposed to know what's right? Oh, I can't help the way I feel. Overprotected. Did it. Alright, which vibe we going for next? Let's do Good Charlotte next. 'Cause I like Good Charlotte. I think they're great. So many of her songs are like really tragic to look back on. Like a lot of the Britney album has songs about like seeking independence and like wanting to grow as a person, because she was at that point like turning 21 and trying to move from like the teen pop to just regular pop kind of thing. She started working with more producers, trying to get like, that's when Pharrell was starting to pop off as a producer. So she did some songs with him. And like that was where she really started getting in on like co-writing a lot of the songs. She has co-writing credits on her first 2 albums as well, but with Britney she's credited on at least half the songs, if not more. And then within the Zone, she like was credited as like a producer and was co-writing basically every song on that. But yeah, and the music videos are about her like escaping paparazzi and criticism from like the media and stuff like that. So yeah. But next will be Good Charlotte. Good Charlotte is really interesting in terms of like the total scene of like pop punk, because they weren't like pop punk in like the like cheesy like later zeros kind of thing. They had a much more like actual punk aesthetic, but like were able to get pretty mainstream. But the way that they like marketed themselves, like every guy in the band had their own look, and like they all were important. I mean, obviously the Madden Bros were like the main like group leaders and like the front men for it, but like all of them are like were notable looking, and like it seemed like a pretty cohesive group, and like the way that they harmonize and the structure of the songs is all very like radio and pop friendly, but you know, it didn't have the same kind of like, it wasn't like Fall Out Boy pop punk. It was like, it's a separate thing. And I don't know, the way that they've been able to like take particularly the Madden Bros, like just their careers in general, with like the clothing line, and they would then wear it at the shows and like rep it and all of that, and the way that they like got into like, you know, like managing other bands and stuff like that. Like they're so fascinating. There's a YouTube channel called the Punk Rock MBA, where he talks kind of about a lot of stuff. The dude's name is Finn. And he talks about a lot of like alternative punk, pop punk, you know, anything, grunge, like whatever those, you know, whatever would fall under Punk Rock MBA. But he has a video about Good Charlotte that kind of goes over the history of the band that I think is really well done. And I think Finn is great. I think his channel is great. But I don't know, Good Charlotte is like, okay, I thought I just like felt my earring touch me or something and I got scared. I like Good Charlotte because they've maintained pretty consistent quality, I feel like. We're doing a song from Young and Hopeless, because like that's such a good album and it's super nostalgia like. But I think even like Generation RX, their most recent album, was really good. I like that one a lot. And even like some of like the lesser liked albums by the fandom, like, you know, Cardiology, Good Morning Revival, stuff like that, I think that those are all really good too. Like, I know like they've said kind of that they've phoned in some of the stuff in the mid era of the career. And like, honestly, fair. But we're gonna do Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, because like that's probably one of their more well-known songs, and it's just fun. Alright. Always see it on TV, read it in the magazines. Celebrities, they want sympathy. All they do is piss and moan inside the Rolling Stone, talking about how hard life can be. I'd like to see them spend a week living life out on the street. I don't think they would survive if they could spend a day or two walking in someone else's shoes. I think they'd stumble and they'd fall. They would fall. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they've got mansions, think we should rob them. Did you know if you were famous you could kill your wife, and there's no such thing as 25 to life as long as you've got the cash to pay for Cochran? Did you know if you were caught and you were smoking crack, McDonald's wouldn't even want to take it back? You could always just run for mayor of DC. I'd like to see them spend a week living life out on the street. I don't think they would survive if they could spend a day or two walking in someone else's shoes. I think they'd stumble and they'd fall. They would fall. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they've got mansions, think we should rob them. They would fall. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, you got so many problems, think I could solve them. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. Take clothes, cash, cards, and homes, just stop complaining. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Nice. Should we do a ballad next? Should we go back to slow? We started slow with Drowning. Should we go back to that? Because we can. I love Carly Rae Jepsen. She's so cool. I love that. I mean, I like that she has just transformed her sound so much over her whole career. Tug of War was her first like official released album. And it's a very just like acoustic, very folky pop, like simple, but still like super catchy and just nice, easy, memorable melodies. And then she put out an EP called Curiosity, which included a little song some people might have heard of called Call Me Maybe. And that song blew up. It is not a Max Martin song, but it was written by Carly and her guitar player Tavish. And he's also credited as a co-writer, but mainly the thing that he added was a lot of the really good production. Josh Ramsey, who is my favorite songwriter of all time, my favorite musician and artist of all time. We're gonna do a song from his band after we do Carly. Song blew up. Fucking broke records. Yeah, never heard of it. It's a little obscure. It's one of her deep cuts. But based on the success of that, then they made her second full-length album, Kiss, very, very bubblegummy pop. And honestly, like, it is immaculate as a bubblegum pop album. Like, if you want catchy, fun, upbeat, like, all of that, that is a great album for it. And then Carly took a little break, and she came out with this album called Emotion, which a lot of people will say is her magnum opus. I personally, like, I love that album, but I think her most recent one, The Loneliest Time, and even the one before it, Dedicated, top it. But that's just my opinion. But on Emotion, she has a song called Favorite Color. It's a deluxe song, so you gotta buy, like, you know, the deluxe edition. But it's just got, like, I don't know, it's just like, there's this kind of like delicate nervousness to it of like wanting to be so close to somebody, but not wanting to just outright say it. But the chorus just comes in so big and boomy. And it's just like, it's got such a strong cadence and melody that it's like a masterclass of writing a pop chorus. Yo, the B-side albums are so good. She could just release like A, B, C, D for every album that she's done, and they're all gonna be good. Like, she just comes up with stuff and just like, and she works with like, works with a lot of great producers that take whatever the vibe of the song is and really bring it out. And I think that they all do such a good job. But we're going to do Favorite Color because I think it's really cute. And it's just like, it's a really happy song and it makes me really happy. And you know, it's a little bit more just like chill, intimate kind of vibe about colors, and colors are cool. Hold on now. This is getting kinda serious. This is getting kinda out of control. Out of control. Slow down now. Breathing heavy when it's just a kiss. This is getting kinda out of my hands. Out of my hands. Please don't go. Look real close. Eyes that show kaleidoscopes. When I'm close to you, we blend into my favorite color. I'm bright baby blue, falling into you, falling for each other. When I'm close to you, we blend into my favorite color. I'm bright baby blue, falling into you, falling for each other. Should I stay? Making love until the morning light. Making out like it's the end of the world, and I really wanna get it right. But it's getting hard to slow down now. Got me feeling like it's real for sure. This is getting kinda out of my head. I'm out of my head. 'Cause when I'm close to you, we blend into my favorite color. I'm bright baby blue, falling into you, falling for each other. When I'm close to you, we blend into my favorite color. I'm bright baby blue, falling into you, falling for each other. Paint me up, me up, me up in my favorite color. Paint me up, me up, me up in my favorite color. Please don't go. Look real close. Eyes that show kaleidoscopes. When I'm close to you, we blend into my favorite color. I'm bright baby blue, falling into you, falling for each other. When I'm close to you, we blend into my favorite color. I'm bright baby blue, falling into you, falling for each other. Paint me up, me up, me up in my favorite color. Paint me up, me up, me up in my favorite color. Oh, wake me up, baby. Wake me up, up in my favorite color. Oh, the slide. I have to do it like up here. There we go. Probably could have zoomed in the camera more for this part, but oops. It's fine. Yeah, honestly, if you're like going for like a nighttime drive and you just want like a vibe album that'll take you through like every emotion ever, The Loneliest Time, which is Carly's most recent album, is perfect for that. I don't know what my favorite song from that album is. 2 minutes? Oh shit! Damn, this is gonna happen. Alright. Well, that works perfectly because I have one more song for covering. My favorite band is Marianas Trench. If you know me pretty well at all, you probably know that. I think they're so great. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, all 4 of the guys in the band, I think, are extremely talented, and I think that they all take their work very seriously, and I feel like they always put out, like, something that they truly are passionate about. Josh is the lead singer. His vocal ability is phenomenal. He is truly acrobatic in what he can do with his voice. And like, he's somebody that you can tell, like, he trains really hard. He also is one of those people that came from, like, a musician parents. So, like, yeah, of course he's good. Like, people who are born with parents that are both, like, professional musicians usually end up being really fucking good, and, like, just, like, they get it, you know? But they always, like, have, like, a lot of really cool harmonies, and same thing where, like, they've had a cool evolution of their sound, starting from the very, like, pop punk to now being, like, just very, like, orchestrally pop rock. And they just have a range of songs. But I think one of the songs that is, like not, it's what am I trying to say? Like, I was gonna say most accessible, but that's not the correct way to phrase it. I think one of the most, like, succinct, like, formula pattern fitting writing is a song called Haven't Had Enough from their 3rd album, Ever After, which is my favorite album. That it's like, it was the lead single from it, and it's very, like, it's perfect for radio, like one of those kinds of songs. And it's just like, it's also one of those that's fun, and it lets me hold a long note towards the end, which is cool. So we're gonna do that. Testing, testing, I'm just suggesting you and I might not be the best thing. Exit, exit, somehow I guessed it right. Right, but I still want you, don't mean to taunt you. If you leave now, I'll come back and haunt you. You'll remember, return to sender now. Well, I just wish we could go back one more time and begin it. Back before I lost myself somewhere in it. We've been stuck now so long, we just got the start wrong. One more last try, I'ma get the ending right. You can't stop this, and I must insist that you haven't had enough. You haven't had enough. Stuck now so long, we just got the start wrong. No more last place, you better get your story straight. You can't stop this, and I must insist that you haven't had enough. You haven't had enough. I still need you, don't mean to tease you. If you want me, I'll come back and meet you. Whisper, whisper, you must admit you want it. You want it. Well, I just wish we could go back one more time and begin it. Back before I lost myself somewhere in it. We've been stuck now so long, we just got the start wrong. One more last try, I'ma get the ending right. You can't stop this, and I must insist that you haven't had enough. You haven't had enough. Stuck now so long, we just got the start wrong. No more last place, you better get your story straight. You can't stop this, and I must insist that you haven't had enough. You haven't had enough. Don't Don't you need it? Don't you want this at all? Don't you need it? Don't you want this at all? Stuck now so long, we just got the start wrong. One more last try, I might get the ending right. You can't stop this, and I must insist that you haven't had enough. You haven't had enough. Stuck now so long. No more last place. You can't stop this, and I must insist that you haven't had enough. You haven't had enough. Stuck now so long, we just got the start wrong. One more last try, I'ma get the ending right. You can't stop this, and I must insist that you haven't had enough. You haven't had enough. Testing, testing, I'm just suggesting you and I might just be the best thing. I love that song. Also, for that album, the music videos all like are part of a longer ongoing story that all peaks with like a really cool one at the end that shows that it was all, well, I won't spoil it. All of their albums are concept albums, which is something that I really appreciate because it like shows that there's like a bigger vision besides just the songs. So the first album, Fix Me, is just like, you know, hey, we're a band, we're releasing an album, it's pop punk, it's really cool. The second album, Masterpiece Theater, is set up like a musical. There's Masterpiece Theater Part 1, 2, and 3. First part serves as an intro. Second part is in the middle of an album and sets like up the start of Act 2. And then Part 3 incorporates all of the songs from the album into a big finisher that still has like new stuff in it too, and acts as like a big finale. Ever After is a seamless album where all of the songs lead into each other. Which is cool, and it's about a guy who wakes up in Toyland, and he needs to rescue the king, and like, you know, find Porcelain, the one true love, because evil Queen Carolina is like ruining Toyland and all of that. The fourth album, Astoria, is based on 80s because it came out in like that mid-10s spot where everyone was doing 80s stuff, but like the imagery is all very Goonies, and like there's different, mainly musical references to a lot of 80s songs, not a lot of lyrical references, a few, but there's also like then breaks in it where there's like just pure like orchestrally score type songs in the middle. They're all pretty short, like little interlude things, but it's cool because it adds that 80s movie vibe that they want it to have. And then the most recent album, Phantoms, is about being haunted by a past love, and it has like a little well, when you go see the concert, and Matt and I went to 3 shows on the tour for the Phantoms album. I've seen Marianas Trench in concert 6 times, and I'm gonna see them many, many more times whenever the new album that they're working on comes out. But there's always like 4 years in between albums, which like sucks, but I also understand. But it's a haunted house kind of theme, and it's really cool. And then Josh himself put out a solo album fairly recently. And that one also can be listened to seamlessly. But it's very like, what he tried to do is have every song on that album be a different genre. And I mean, like, they're all like pop at heart. But like, you know, they're all produced in different ways where that gives them all kind of like a different overall feeling. And they're working on something. and I can't wait to know what it is, but like it's probably going to be like another year and a half or so before anything comes out. But yeah, I don't know. I adore them in so many ways. And I just find them very inspiring is the main thing, which is why they're the ending for this. But what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go to YouTube. I don't know why I just started whispering. Wait. Holy shit. I'm on the YouTubes. Look it. That's me. That's my song. That's cool. I'm a topic on YouTube. Cool. Okay. Well, that's exciting. I'm glad that I'm feeling really excited and happy at the end of all this, because really, I've been spending like the last 2 days just kind of being like, it's happening. That's whatever, like not really feeling anything. I'm also just so fucking tired, dude. I'm so tired. This has been like the longest month trying to put all of this together. And just like make it all happen. And like, I know I have degrees in music business and production, but it's like, it's not like I've used the production side of that degree at all. In how long ago was graduation? In 5 years? That's gross. So there was a lot of me just being like, oh yeah, this is how I do this. This is how I do this. And like relearning stuff. Which is good. It's a trial run. Because the main thing is I just want to be able to, when I email places and say, hey, I would like to perform at your place, then I can also be like, here is this. And then like, you know, maybe if you guys could just like put the volume on 1% and just loop it over and over, it would look like a lot of people listen. And then they'll be like, oh, cool. She must have like a lot of people that come to listen to her. And then like when Nick's like the one person like in the front just chanting me like, woo. And they'll be like, wow, she's got one really like small dedicated fan base. It'll be Nick and Matt right in the front. So I don't know, I guess this is the end. Yeah. It's also almost May. And that's really exciting. Because once we hit the end of May, I mentioned this on last week's stream. Might have also been Tuesday's stream. I don't know. But I will be not working 6 days a week once we get past May. And that's so exciting. I'm so excited. I'm going to be able to do whatever I want on Saturdays. Part of what I want to do on Saturdays is I'd like to stream. Not every Saturday, but like half of them. Because I would like to stream more, because streaming makes me happy. So, we're working towards it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. Gonna be May. It all goes back to NSYNC. Yeah, I would also like to do more music stuff on the stream. More like, kind of like this where it's either like original stuff or cover stuff. Now that I've kind of figured out some of the logistic stuff for how it works, it feels more doable. Like just setting this up was so much work, just trying to figure out how to balance all of the audio sounds. Cause with OBS, I'll need to buy like a mixer if I want to like have like multiple more sound inputs than just two things going into my preamp. And like, cause what we originally wanted to do was vocal mic, guitar mic, and a room mic, so that way you guys could hear Matt talk more. But it wouldn't, whenever we plugged anything into the third channel, it just wouldn't go through. So we made it work with what it is, but now that I kind of know what it needs to do, I'll know how to improve it. Now that's not to say I can afford anything to improve it for a while. And even so, I would rather just buy a new keyboard first that I would not be ashamed to have on stream. I think it'd be cool to have a stream where I just play through like the books that my piano students work in, because they're all pretty easy songs that would just like, I could just play through and I wouldn't have to practice. You know, things like that. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. I just have no time to execute them, and I fall asleep sitting up in chairs like all the time in this past month. And I'm definitely, for the next time stuff comes out, next time music happens, I'm definitely going to have somebody else help me with it, because it's just, it gets exhausting doing it all alone. Like, I very much like having control over all of the elements of it, like the recording and the mixing and the mastering and all of that. But I just get so exhausted doing it that I'm like, I know I could have put more work into it and been happier with the results, but I kind of was like, I just want it to be good enough. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if, I don't know where the fuck Diz is, but our mod Dizzy Mercury, like maybe having him help because he knows me and we've like recorded stuff together before or something, but I don't know. He does mostly live sound stuff now, which is different. But I don't know. I mean, I'm looking for someone who will work on the cheap, you know what I'm saying? And I'll teach Matt how to use a camera more before next time too, because we had a lot of he learned after the first day, he learned where the focus was on the camera. He kept trying to zoom in by tilting the focus part of the lens. It was cute. There are some really nice blurry pictures. That would be cool if that was the aesthetic. But that's not the aesthetic for this. Maybe in the future. But I think we're done here for today. So I'm gonna end the stream now. And I'm gonna go to Bandcamp, and I'm gonna make that public there. It should be on all the other things. I don't use streaming services, so like tell me if it works. If it doesn't, oops, oh well. I try to buy as much music as I can, physically or through iTunes if I can't find it physically, because nobody has fucking albums on their shelves anymore. If I don't support you enough to buy your stuff, I'll probably listen to it through like YouTube, but not YouTube Music, just regular YouTube. You know? I don't like streaming services because I don't believe that they pay people enough. But I understand that it's hard to make a profitable model where you have just an ad-based tier and a subscription tier. I understand that perfectly. But it's not enough. I'm getting sleepy now. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It really means a lot to me. I was really worried that, like, this was going to be the most, like, just, like, nothing void of a stream. You know, with how oversaturated Twitch is with so much stuff. And I was, like, fully ready for it to just be like, this is just a rehearsal for when it's a real thing and people actually care. But people do care, and that really does mean, like, so much. And also I'm gonna say thank you to Matt for playing all of the songs and being super cool and supportive and stuff. And being inspirational for a lot of songs, and I'm trying not to get all emotional. I'm just really happy. I'm so happy. And yeah. On Tuesday we'll play something. I want to start a longer game again. But not like too long, because I have an RPG that I want to stream over the summer. I would really like to, when summer hits, I want to play Danganronpa. And I know that one's going to take a long time, so I don't want to do something too long before it, but something with some length. That's not another point and click mystery or mystery like visual novel, because we've done a bunch of those lately. Oops. But we'll see. It'll honestly be whatever. When I get home on Tuesday, I'm just gonna pick something, and whatever I'm in the mood for at that time, that's what it'll be. That's how it always is. Sometimes I have plans, like with Danganronpa, but for the most part, I just kind of wing it, because it's my stream and I can do whatever the fuck I want, like I said. But that'll be Tuesday. Today is Thursday. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out and being here and being cool. Keep being cool. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. You deserve it. And I hope... Oh, I didn't do this at the end of that last one. Alright, I hope you're having a great... It's just me, Plastic Grin, my one, the wrong place, Flicker, or whenever you are. And I'll see you all next time. Bye! Hold on, I gotta switch the screen. I think end screen is third. Yeah. Cool. Bye! Oh no, that's not it! Oh
Come
shit.
back anytime.
It was third, I just clicked second. Or I clicked the fourth thing, which I think is the regular game screen. Oh well, oopsie, oopsie doopsie. Alright, bye!